Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Get Geomatics Engineering. Please go through our videos and subscribe our channel. In this video, we will cover the data collection, types and data structure and algorithm. Data collection is the first step of any GIS data analysis, and it's typically cost around 15 to 50% of the total GIS project. And various type of data sources are primary and secondary sources, and there are two types of data models are there, raster model and vector model. We will see those types of data models in the upcoming videos. For now, we can see that there are two types of data sources. One is primary sources, that is collected by ourselves, and another one is the secondary sources, that is we collect from any other sources. So in primary data sources like satellite data, that comes under primary data sources. There is a controversy that someone says that primary data sources, satellite data is not the primary data sources, but it is considered as the primary data sources because after collecting the satellite data we shall do some kind of analysis. So that comes under the primary data sources. And there are various vector data sources like GPS data collection, that is done by the surveyor, and surveying data collection, that is also done by the surveyor. And secondary data sources like topography surveys, survey of India map comes under the raster data sources, raster secondary data sources. And for collection of data, various surveying data collection, we can classify it into various types like random sampling for surveying data, and systematic sampling, and the stratified sampling. These are the three main types of surveying data collection techniques, and these are all about data collection and types of data sources, that primary and secondary. So now let us see what is data structure. Data structure is logical or mathematical arrangement of data, that is how efficiently anyone can store data so that any type of processing or retrieving operations can be done easily or efficiently. So there are two types of data structure. One is primitive data structure and one is non-primitive data structure. In primitive data structure, the examples are like integer, float. Integer means that is without the decimal places, and float means that there will be some decimal places, and float is used for the more precise data. And in non-primitive data structure is divided into two parts. One is linear and another one is non-linear. In linear data, there is two parts. One is static and another one is dynamic. The static type of data are like array type of data structure, and for dynamic, that is queue or stack. In dynamic data structure, the data can be updated at the beginning or at the end. So that's why it's dynamic, and the array type of data structure are the static data structure. So this is all about the basic of the data structure. Now let us see the algorithm. So algorithm and data structure are interrelated with each other. Algorithm is a sequence of steps performed on the data using efficient data structure to solve a particular given problem. So like the problem is we have to find out the number is odd or even. So that is start from here, and we will enter any number, and if the number, this is the modulo operator that will give us the remainder. So if the number is divided by 2 and the remainder is 0, then that will give us that will print that number is the even number. And if the remainder is not 0, that will give us the odd number. So that's how the whole program will work, and here it will stop. So that's how the algorithm works, and that is the data structure. I am not covering in details about the data structure and algorithm. because till now there is not much questions comes from this topic. So let us move to the next slide, that is data input. Now we have the various type of instrument to input the data in computer screen, like by keyboard or by digitizing tool or various digitizing table. There is two type of data bases, like one is spreadsheet, that is the Excel, and another one is database management system for attribute data or non-spatial data. We will cover that in DBMS part, what is non-spatial data and what is spatial data. So geographic data is generally the spatial data and attribute data is generally the non-spatial data. Geographic data like coordinate entry x and y coordinate on the earth surface, and after digitizing, if we get some kind of data, that will become that will definitely a vector data, and there are various types of shape files are there for vector data. And if after scanning we get any type of data, that will be a raster data. So we will see what are the data types, like data models are there. So that's how we can input the data. These are the various types through which we can input the data. And so data input involves the digital encoding of both geographic data and attribute data. So both these spatial data and non-spatial data connected with each other so that a whole database system is framed. So that's all about the data sources and data structure and algorithm, and what are the types of data input.